Today we're going to talk about exponents and squares, which relate to standard 6EE2C. Before we get started on how to perform exponents and squares, first let's define what a base is. A base is the number that is going to be raised to a certain power. So for example, our base is 8 because it's being raised to the second power. Here, our 5 is the base, so 2 is not the base. In your own words, you could either draw a picture, write it in simplest forms, or come up with your own definition. Exponent. An exponent is the number of times that we're going to multiply the base by itself. So 8 to the second power would be 8, which is the base, and we're multiplying 8 by itself twice. 8 times 8, 64. Our other words for exponents can be the index or the power. Okay, let's look at these examples. So let me just turn up the red. 2 raised to the 5th power. That means our base is 2 and our exponent, because we're raising it to a power, is 5. So remember, it's base and then exponent. We want to be smart about how we place them. 2 is our base, and our exponent is 5. What does that look like? That looks like 2 multiplied by itself 5 times. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And then times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 left times 2 that's left. Oops. 8 times 2 is 16 times 2. And 16 times 2, oopsies, 16 times 2 is 32. That would be our final answer. Okay, let's look at this. Sometimes they say 4 squared. 4 squared would really be 4 raised to the second power. Squared means raised to the second power. If you had 5 squared, it would be 5 to the second power. Remember, squared means an exponent of 2. So the example that we just looked at, we had 2 raised to the 5th power, 2 to the 5th power. That is writing it in exponential form. That is when we have a base and an exponent. Our base is 2, our exponent is 5. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is called an expanded form because we are expanding the 2 5 times. And then 32, which was our answer, would be in standard form. That is the normal way that we see the numbers. Next. These 2 rules we're going to have to remember. So when exponents are 1, this is the rule that we need to remember. Any base raised to the power of 1 will always be whatever that base is. So 10 to the first power is going to be 10. 2.5 to the first power will be 2.5. Because it's saying 2.5 times itself is just 2.5. 2.5 raised to 1 power will just be itself. 0.05 raised to the first is going to be itself. 0.05. Next, when exponents are raised to 0, we must remember that any base raised to 0 is always going to be 1. 10 to the 0 power, 1. 5,250 to the 0 power will be 5,250. Oh, I lied. Oops. I was thinking to the first power. Sorry. Let me erase that. Will be 1. 2/3 to the 0 power will be 1. Okay, I want you to try 3 to the 2nd power, 2 to the 3rd power, 1/2 to the 2nd power, and why not try 4 to the 3rd. Okay, good luck. I'll see you tomorrow.